It's happening, and tomorrow may already be too late. This isn't just another week, it's a rare moment of alignment, a turning point that could redefine your path forward. By the time most people realize what's happening, the opportunity will have slipped through their fingers. The third week of April 2025 carries an energy unlike any other, one that demands your attention before it is too late. The full moon has come and gone, leaving behind a peculiar stillness. It wasn't the kind of clarity you might have expected. Instead, there's a quiet pressure building. This isn't random, it's intentional. Think of it like a cosmic nudge, a message meant specifically for you. Symbolically, the moon at apogee, its farthest point from Earth, creates emotional distance. It's as if the universe is asking, what are you still clinging to that no longer serves you? You might have noticed subtle signs recently. Feelings of exhaustion, disconnection, or confusion. These aren't obstacles, they're signals. They indicate friction, the kind that arises when one part of you evolves faster than the rest. This week is crucial because the choices you make now won't just shape your immediate future, they'll define who you become. Imagine standing at the edge of something vast but unseen. Life often brings us to moments like this, where we feel an unspoken pull, a whisper urging us to look closer. Are the relationships you hold dear still aligned with your growth? Are the habits and routines you've built serving your highest self? These questions can be uncomfortable, but they're necessary. Growth never happens in comfort zones. Consider the metaphor of a tree shedding old leaves. For a time, those leaves weigh it down, preventing new growth. But once they fall, the tree can stretch toward the sky. Similarly, you might find yourself holding on to parts of your past that no longer fit who you're becoming. Maybe it's a belief system, a habit, or even a relationship. Whatever it is, this week invites you to release it, not out of fear, but out of curiosity for what lies ahead. If you're ready to embrace this energy, let me know. Drop a comment saying, "I'm ready," and take the first step toward transformation. This journey is yours, and it starts now. The third week of April is here, quietly charged with potential. Will you resist the flow, or will you allow it to guide you towards something greater? The third week of April 2025 carries an energy unlike any other, one that demands attention and action. This is not just another stretch of days on the calendar. It's a rare moment where unseen forces align to create opportunities for profound transformation. To fully grasp why this week matters so deeply, we must first understand what makes it unique. This period falls under the influence of the moon at apogee, the farthest point in its orbit from Earth. Symbolically, this represents emotional distance, urging us to release attachments that no longer serve our growth. It's as though the universe has paused, holding its breath, waiting for you to catch up with your own evolution. The quiet stillness you may feel isn't emptiness, it's potential. It's the calm before a shift, the prelude to something greater. Why does this matter now? Because life operates in cycles, and certain moments act as hinges, pivotal points around which everything else turns. This week is one such hinge. Imagine standing at the edge of a cliff, knowing that stepping off will lead to flight rather than fall. That's the kind of energy surrounding you right now. It's subtle, yet powerful, coded in silence, but charged with signals meant specifically for those who are ready to hear them. You might wonder, why me? Why now? The answer lies in how you've been feeling lately. Have you noticed waves of exhaustion, confusion, or even frustration bubbling beneath the surface? These aren't signs of failure, they're friction, the kind that arises when one part of you evolves faster than the rest. You're being nudged to confront these feelings head-on because they hold clues about what needs to change. Consider the metaphor of tectonic plates shifting deep within the Earth. At first, the movement feels imperceptible, but over time, the pressure builds until something gives way. Similarly, this week acts as a bridge between endings and beginnings, preparing you for the transformation ahead. If you've felt stuck or overwhelmed recently, it's likely because old patterns, relationships, or beliefs are crumbling to make room for new growth. To recognize this energy's influence, pay close attention to your emotions and surroundings. Are vivid dreams waking you up at night? Do you find yourself questioning decisions or re-evaluating priorities? These are signs that the universe is speaking directly to you. For instance, imagine someone realizing their friendships no longer resonate with them. They might initially dismiss the feeling, chalking it up to stress or fatigue. But upon reflection, they see that these connections have become stagnant, draining instead of uplifting. This awareness is the first step toward meaningful change. What makes this week especially critical is its ability to accelerate personal growth. When you align with this energy, you open yourself to possibilities previously hidden from view. Think of it like standing in a dark room and suddenly seeing cracks of light seeping through the walls. Those cracks represent opportunities waiting to be explored. By releasing what weighs you down, you allow space for the new to enter. But here's the key: recognizing this energy is only half the battle. Action is required to harness its full potential. This doesn't mean making drastic changes overnight. It means taking intentional steps toward clarity and alignment. Journaling, meditation, or even simple self-reflection can help you identify areas of your life that need adjustment. Ask yourself, what am I holding on to out of fear or obligation? What habits or thought patterns keep me tethered to the past? Once you pinpoint these elements, you'll begin to understand how they shape your present reality and why letting go is essential. As you move through this week, remember that discomfort often precedes breakthroughs. Growth rarely happens in comfort zones, and this period is no exception. Trust that the unease you feel is a sign of progress, not regression. Like a tree shedding old leaves to grow taller and stronger, you too must release what no longer fits your evolving self. So, if you're ready to embrace this transformative energy, take a moment to acknowledge where you are right now. Acknowledge the weight you've been carrying, whether consciously or unconsciously. Then ask yourself, am I willing to let go in order to move forward? The choice is yours, but know this: the universe has already set the stage. All you need to do is step into the spotlight. By the end of this week, you'll look back and realize how much lighter you feel. Clarity will replace confusion and purpose will guide your steps, but none of this happens without effort. Stay open, stay curious, and most importantly, trust the process. The third week of April 2025 is here, quietly charged with possibility. Will you resist the flow, or will you allow it to carry you toward greatness? Step 1. Reflect on what no longer fits. The first step in navigating the transformative energy of the third week of April 2025 is reflection. This is a time to pause and examine your life with honesty and clarity. Begin by asking yourself, what am I holding on to that drains my energy? This could be anything: a habit, a relationship, or even a belief system that once served you but now feels outdated. Take a moment to sit quietly and observe your thoughts. Often the answers lie beneath the surface, waiting for your attention. For example, imagine someone who realizes they've been clinging to guilt over past mistakes. That guilt doesn't serve them anymore. It only weighs them down. By acknowledging it, they take the first step toward freedom. To make this process tangible, grab a journal and write down everything that comes to mind. Don't censor yourself. Let the words flow freely. Use prompts like, what habits do I engage in out of obligation rather than joy? Which relationships feel one-sided or draining? What beliefs about myself or the world no longer resonate? Once you've listed these elements, take a step back and review them. You might notice patterns. Perhaps certain behaviors stem from fear or old conditioning. Recognizing these patterns is crucial because awareness creates space for change. 4. Instance, Sarah realized she had been saying yes to social events, not because she wanted to attend, but because she feared being perceived as rude. Once she acknowledged this pattern, she began setting boundaries, freeing up time and energy for activities that truly mattered to her. Remember, reflection isn't about judgment, it's about understanding. Be gentle with yourself as you uncover these truths. The goal here is clarity, not perfection. By identifying what no longer fits, you create room for new opportunities to enter your life. Step 2. Perform an emotional release ritual. After reflecting on what needs to go, the next step is to perform an emotional release ritual. This act symbolizes your commitment to letting go and creates a sense of closure. Start by writing down everything you identified in step 1 on a piece of paper. Be specific. This is your chance to confront these burdens head-on. For example, instead of vaguely stating, "I need to let go of anger," write something like, "I release the anger I've held toward my co-worker for misunderstanding me." Once you've written everything down, find a safe way to release it. One popular method is burning the paper, carefully and responsibly. As the flames consume the words, visualize the emotions dissipating, leaving you lighter and freer. If burning isn't feasible, tearing the paper into tiny pieces or burying it in the ground works just as well. To amplify the ritual, incorporate symbolic elements like candles, crystals, or incense. Lighting a white candle can represent purity and new beginnings, while smudging with sage clears stagnant energy. These small additions deepen the experience and reinforce your intention. Consider this story. A man named David struggled with feelings of inadequacy stemming from childhood criticism. During his ritual, he wrote down every negative thought he'd internalized and burned them one by one. As the smoke rose, he whispered affirmations like, "I am enough," and "I deserve love and respect." The immediate relief he felt was profound. He described it as shedding years of invisible weight. This ritual isn't just symbolic, it's practical. It helps rewire your subconscious mind, signaling that you're ready to move forward without carrying unnecessary baggage. Trust the process. Even if you don't feel instant results, the seeds of transformation have been planted. Step 3. Strengthen your intuition. With clarity and emotional release underway, it's time to strengthen your intuition. This week's energy is uniquely suited for tuning into your inner voice, which often knows what's best for you before your conscious mind catches up. Begin by creating moments of stillness throughout your day. Whether it's through meditation, deep breathing, or simply sitting in silence, these pauses allow your intuition to speak louder. Pay attention to subtle nudges. You might feel a strong urge to call an old friend or pursue a hobby you'd forgotten about. These impulses are your intuition guiding you toward alignment. One effective tool during this phase is keeping a dream journal. Dreams are windows into your subconscious, offering insights into unresolved issues or desires. Before bed, set the intention to remember your dreams. Upon waking, jot down any images, emotions, or symbols that stood out. Over time, patterns will emerge, revealing areas of focus or growth. For example, Lisa noticed recurring dreams about swimming in murky water. At first, she dismissed them as random, but upon reflection, she realized they mirrored her feelings of confusion in her career. With this newfound awareness, she began exploring alternative paths, trusting her instincts to lead her toward fulfillment. Another way to strengthen intuition is through mindfulness practices. When faced with decisions, pause and ask yourself, how does this choice feel in my body? A calm, expansive sensation typically indicates alignment, while tension or discomfort suggests misalignment. Trust that your intuition is always working for your highest good. Even if its guidance seems unconventional, lean into it. Growth happens when we step beyond logic and embrace our inner wisdom. Step 4. Set clear intentions. Now that you've released what no longer serves you and tuned into your intuition, it's time to set clear intentions for the future. Intentions act as guiding stars, helping you navigate uncertainty with purpose. Start by envisioning yourself free from the burdens you've shed. Close your eyes and imagine walking through a doorway labeled New Beginnings. What does it look like on the other side? How do you feel? Paint a vivid picture in your mind, engaging all your senses. Next, write down your intentions using positive present tense language. Instead of saying, "I want to stop feeling stuck," frame it as, "I'm confident and open to new opportunities." This shift in wording reinforces the belief that your desired reality already exists within you. Visualization exercises can also strengthen your intentions. Picture a beam of golden light surrounding you, infusing you with clarity, courage, and abundance. Feel the warmth of this light as it dissolves doubt and replaces it with trust. Repeat affirmations like, "I welcome growth and transformation into my life," to anchor your intentions further. Real-life examples highlight the power of intention setting. Take Mark, who felt trapped in a monotonous job. After visualizing himself thriving in a creative role, he updated his resume and networked with professionals in his desired field. Within months, he landed a position that aligned perfectly with his passions. Remember, intentions aren't rigid plans, they're flexible guides. Stay open to unexpected opportunities, knowing that the universe often delivers blessings in surprising ways. By setting clear intentions, you signal your readiness to receive. Step 5. Declutter your physical space. Physical clutter often mirrors emotional clutter, so decluttering your environment is essential for transformation. Start by tackling one area at a time, a drawer, a closet, or even your workspace. As you sort through items, ask yourself, does this bring me joy or serve a purpose? If the answer is no, let it go. Donate unused items to charity, recycle what you can, and discard anything broken or unusable. Smudging your home with sage or Palo Santo afterward clears residual stagnant energy, inviting fresh vibrations into your space. Decluttering isn't just practical, it's symbolic. Each item you remove represents a layer of heaviness lifted, making room for positivity to flow in. For instance, Emma transformed her chaotic bedroom into a serene sanctuary. She noticed an immediate improvement in her mood and productivity, proving how physical spaces influence emotional states. Approach this task with gratitude. Thank each item for its service before releasing it, honoring the role it played in your journey. This mindset fosters a sense of abundance rather than loss. Step 6. Release toxic ties. Toxic relationships drain your energy and hinder growth. Identify connections that feel imbalanced or manipulative and set firm boundaries or walk away entirely. Protecting your peace is non-negotiable. Use affirmations like, "I deserve healthy, loving relationships," to reinforce your worth. Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you, creating a supportive community for your transformation. Step 7. Align with higher frequencies. Finally, elevate your vibration by practicing gratitude daily. Engage in activities that bring joy, such as spending time in nature, meditating, or pursuing creative hobbies. Gratitude amplifies abundance, drawing more positivity into your life. Visualize yourself surrounded by light, embodying the highest version of who you're becoming. Trust that the universe supports your journey, guiding you toward alignment with your true purpose. By following these 7 steps, you'll harness the unique energy of the 3rd week of April 2025, stepping boldly into a brighter future. This week is not just another stretch of days. It's a cosmic invitation to accelerate your personal growth. The energy surrounding the third week of April 2025 acts as a catalyst, urging you to confront the shadows within yourself that have been holding you back. Confronting these shadows isn't easy, but it's essential for empowerment. Think of it like standing in front of a mirror and finally acknowledging the parts of yourself you've avoided or denied. These could be fears, insecurities, or unresolved emotions that linger beneath the surface. For example, imagine someone who has always struggled with self-doubt. They may have spent years believing they weren't capable of achieving their dreams because of past failures. But during this week, the heightened spiritual energy pushes them to face this belief head-on. As they confront their fear of inadequacy, they begin to see it for what it truly is, a construct built from old experiences, not an inherent truth about who they are. By releasing this fear, they step into a newfound sense of confidence and clarity. This process of confronting and releasing is how growth accelerates. When you let go of what no longer serves you, you create space for expansion. You're no longer weighed down by the burdens of the past. Instead, you're free to move forward with purpose. The universe supports this transformation, nudging you toward alignment with your highest self. Trust that every challenge you face this week is an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more aligned with your true path. As you navigate the unique energy of this week, you'll likely notice physical, emotional, and mental signs of transformation. These signs are subtle yet powerful indicators that the shifts occurring within you are real and meaningful. Emotionally, you may feel lighter, as though a weight has been lifted off your shoulders. Perhaps anxieties that once consumed you begin to fade, replaced by a sense of calm and clarity. For instance, someone who has struggled with overthinking might find themselves trusting their intuition more easily, making decisions without second-guessing every detail. This newfound ease reflects the release of old patterns and the emergence of a more balanced mindset. Physically, you might experience changes too. Some people report feeling bursts of energy or motivation after periods of fatigue. Others notice improvements in their sleep quality, or even physical appearances such as glowing skin or brighter eyes. These outward manifestations often mirror inner transformations, signaling that your body is aligning with your evolving spirit. Circumstances in your life may also shift unexpectedly. Opportunities that seemed out of reach suddenly present themselves, or relationships that no longer serve you naturally fall away. These external changes validate the internal work you're doing. Pay attention to synchronicities, repeating numbers, meaningful coincidences, or recurring themes, as they often carry messages from the universe. Remember, transformation doesn't happen overnight, but the signs will guide you. Celebrate each small victory, knowing that every step forward brings you closer to your highest potential. One of the most profound ways this week impacts your spiritual journey is through dreams and subconscious messages. Dreams act as bridges between your conscious mind and your deeper self, offering insights into unresolved issues, hidden desires, and untapped potential. During this transformative period, pay close attention to your dreams. They're likely to become more vivid, symbolic, or emotionally charged. For example, someone might dream of standing at the edge of a vast ocean, symbolizing the unknown aspects of their life they're ready to explore. Another person might dream of climbing a mountain, representing the challenges they're overcoming to reach new heights. These symbols aren't random. They're reflections of your inner world, guiding you toward understanding and growth. 2. Harness the power of your dreams. Keep a journal by your bedside. Each morning, write down any images, emotions, or sensations you remember. Over time, patterns will emerge, revealing areas of focus or growth. If certain symbols recur, research their meanings or meditate on them to uncover their significance. Subconscious messages may also appear in waking life. Have you noticed recurring thoughts or feelings that seem to come out of nowhere? These are signals from your higher self, urging you to address something important. Trust your intuition when interpreting these messages. They're designed to lead you toward alignment with your true purpose. By embracing the wisdom of your dreams and subconscious, you deepen your connection to the spiritual energy of this week. Let these messages guide you as you step boldly into the next chapter of your journey. As we near the end of this transformative journey, let's take a moment to reflect on the steps you've explored and how they can guide you through the unique energy of the third week of April 2025. This week is not just another stretch of days, it's a cosmic turning point designed to help you shed what no longer serves you and step into your highest potential. You began by reflecting on what no longer fits in your life, identifying habits, relationships, or beliefs that have been holding you back. From there, you performed an emotional release ritual, symbolically letting go of these burdens to create space for growth. Strengthening your intuition allows you to tune into your inner voice, trusting it to guide you toward alignment with your true path. Setting clear intentions helped you focus your energy on the future you desire, while decluttering your physical space cleared stagnant energy from your environment. Releasing toxic ties ensured you surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you, and aligning with higher frequencies elevated your vibration, drawing more positivity into your life. Each of these steps builds upon the last, creating a ripple effect that transforms not only your mindset, but also your external circumstances. The universe has laid out the blueprint for your transformation. You simply need to follow it. Remember, this process isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Every small action you take brings you closer to becoming the person you're meant to be. This week is a gift, a rare opportunity to break free from old patterns and step boldly into the unknown. By embracing the shifts happening within and around you, you align with the flow of transformation, allowing the universe to guide you toward your highest good. Transformation isn't always easy, and staying open to change requires courage. It's natural to feel resistance when stepping out of your comfort zone, but remember, discomfort is often a sign that growth is happening. The universe doesn't ask you to have everything figured out right away. It simply asks you to trust the process and take one step at a time. Think of yourself as a gardener tending to your life. Just as a garden needs care and attention to thrive, so too does your personal growth require nurturing. Clearing away the weeds, the old habits, limiting beliefs and draining relationships create space for new blossoms to emerge. These blossoms represent the opportunities, connections, and experiences that align with your evolving self. Stay open to the lessons this week brings, even if they challenge you. Sometimes the greatest gifts come wrapped in moments of uncertainty or difficulty. Trust that the universe is working in your favor, guiding you toward outcomes that serve your highest purpose. You are not alone in this journey. The energy surrounding you is here to support your transformation. Remind yourself daily of why you started this journey. Whether it's to find clarity, embrace your true self, or create a life filled with joy and purpose, keep your why at the forefront of your mind. Let it fuel your determination to move forward, even when the path feels unclear, and most importantly, celebrate your progress along the way. Every step you take, no matter how small, is a victory worth acknowledging. Transformation happens gradually, and each milestone brings you closer to the brighter future waiting for you. Now it's your turn to take action. I want to hear from you. What resonated most with you during this video? Was it the idea of releasing old burdens, strengthening your intuition, or setting clear intentions for your future? Drop a comment below and share your thoughts. Your reflections might inspire others who are on a similar journey. If you're ready to embrace this transformative energy, let me know by typing "I'm ready" in the comments. Hit like, subscribe, and leave the number 777 boss in the comments. It amplifies spiritual energy and supports collective awakening. Together, we rise above limitations and step into our highest selves. Don't forget to share this video with anyone who might benefit from it. There's power in community, and supporting one another through these shifts makes the journey easier for everyone involved. Stay tuned for more insights in the upcoming videos, where we'll dive deeper into the energy of this month and uncover additional tools to help you harness its full potential. Finally, remember this: the universe is with you. Your transformation is happening now. Embrace it, take action, and trust that every step you take is leading you toward a brighter, more fulfilling future. Thank you for being part of this journey. Together, we rise.